There are some countries on our planet that are very small. You're about to see the 10 smallest countries in the world. Let's begin. Country number 10, Malta. With an area of 316 square kilometers and a population of 535,468 inhabitants, Malta is made up of 3 main islands, 2 of which, Malta and Gozo, have a stable population. This archipelago, located south of Italy, is almost a demographic miracle. Despite having no rivers, its strategic position in the heart of the Mediterranean has always been a magnet for various civilizations and cultures, serving as a hub for supplies and expansion. Malta is home to unique geographical features like Valletta, the smallest capital city in the European Union. Country number 9, Maldives. With an area of 298 square kilometers and a population of 520,617 people, the Republic of Maldives is a constellation of 1,200 islands, only about 200 of which are inhabited. Covering 298 square kilometers, it's the smallest country in all of Asia. Once dependent on seafood and rope exports, it has transformed into a luxury tourism paradise, the perfect destination for seekers of turquoise seas, scuba divers, and honeymooners. Country number 8, St. Kitts and Nevis. With an area of 260 square kilometers and 47,775 inhabitants, these 2 islands form a federation in the middle of the Caribbean Sea. Their modern history dates back to Christopher Columbus's second voyage to America, during which he placed them on all European maps. The larger island was named after Columbus, while the smaller was called Nevis, referring to the white clouds that often gather at the summit of its volcanic mountain. The interior is filled with wild sugarcane fields stretching for miles. Country number 7, Marshall Islands. With a population of only 41,996 inhabitants and an area of 181 square kilometers, this myth of the South Seas was named after Captain John Marshall, an American jurist who visited the islands in the late 18th century. Comprising 5 islands and 29 atolls, the total area is just 190 square kilometers. It's also one of the youngest countries, gaining independence from the United States in 1990. What do you think about this? Let us know in the comments. Country number 6, Liechtenstein. With an area of 160 square kilometers and a population of 39,584 inhabitants, the largest of the smallest countries has an area of 160 square kilometers. Surrounded by alpine peaks between Austria and Switzerland, its capital is Vaduz, and its largest city is Schaan. Known more as a tax haven than anything else, Liechtenstein also boasts a rich cultural heritage due to its location at the crossroads of Central Europe. Today, it's also recognized for its wines and art museums. In the image, you can see Gutenberg Castle in Balzers, one of 5 fortresses preserved in Liechtenstein. Country number 5, San Marino. With a population of 33,600 inhabitants and an area of 61 square kilometers, San Marino is entirely surrounded by Italian territory. Covering an area of 61 square kilometers, its foundation dates back to the year 300. Officially named the Most Serene Republic of San Marino, it has 3 landmarks listed as UNESCO World Heritage Sites: the historic centers of San Marino and Borgo Maggiore, and Mount Titano. Before we continue, don't forget to leave a like. Country number 4, Tuvalu. With only 1,396 residents and an area of 26 square kilometers, Tuvalu is a group of islands formerly known as the Ellis Islands. Located halfway between Hawaii and Australia, it's the 3rd least populated independent nation in the world. Its residents live on atolls and are considered almost like castaways, barely surviving on what the sea and trade provide. The nation has no natural resources apart from coral and coconuts and is one of the world's most vulnerable populations to the effects of global warming. Country number 3, Nauru. With an area of 21 square kilometers and a population of 12,780 inhabitants, Nauru is a state in Micronesia, located in the Central Pacific Ocean. It's the 3rd smallest country in the world, with a total area of just 21 square kilometers. Despite its size, Nauru has a significant history, having been a British, Australian, and even Japanese protectorate during World War II. It gained independence from Australia in 1968 and today has a population of just over 10,000 people, with its own language, Nauruan. Country number 2, Monaco. With an area of 2 square kilometers and a population of 36,297 inhabitants, Monaco is one of the most densely populated countries in the world. Essentially a city-state, it's located on the stunning French Riviera, bordering Italy and France. Known for the Monte Carlo casino and the public image of its monarchy, Monaco also houses one of the oldest and most renowned oceanographic museums, founded in 1910, several spectacular gardens, and a charming old town with narrow, cobbled streets perfect for exploring. Country number 1, Vatican City. With an area of 0.44 square kilometers and a population of 519 inhabitants, Vatican City spans just 0.44 kilometers squared and is located in the heart of Rome. Established in 1929 and governed by the Holy See, it has 800 citizens, and its official language is Latin. St. Peter's Basilica and the surrounding buildings occupy 70% of its territory. What do you think about these countries? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like so you don't miss any videos like this one.